Morning guys. So I realised that I did something wrong.
As part of the series, we're going to be following my journey as I learned to convert my 2006 Toyota Hiace Commuter into a fully off-grid camper van.
Basically, it rained a heap the other night, and I came into the van and I saw that water was actually coming through the boot, and I did a bit of research online, and it turns out, I don't know if you can see that, just that bottom right hand corner, basically these doors are designed to sort of have water kind of pass through them, whether it be condensation or moisture. There's even little drains down at the bottom corners. But what I've done by putting in insulation, like wool insulation, it's soaking up all the moisture, and that's basically keeping the water there and then pushing it through the wood, which is obviously not what I want. So my plan of attack for this is I'm basically going to take off this panel, going to remove all the insulation wool from behind it, make sure none of the channels or the drains are blocked, just so that if there is any moisture in there it can just pass through. And then also, as a secondary measure, I'm going to go and get some plastic sheeting and place it on the back of the wood, just to stop any moisture that's in the door ingressing through the wood and affecting like the paint or anything like that. So pretty confident with how to do this spot, but I'll keep you posted. So I've got all these screws out now. Actually proved to be quite easy, but I've realised that I very wisely thought I would also glue this board or put some Sikaflex behind it, just because of vibrations and stuff, to avoid any ever coming off. Well, obviously now I need to take it off, so bit of a pain, but I think it's just it's one of those things. Just make sure you don't make this mistake like I did. See, here's right where I've put all the glue, and that's causing me some problems. From memory, I also put quite a lot in the corners. Nice one, Jake. So guys, I've just got the panels off. As you can see, this is where the sort of moisture has come from, and that is all around this section here. I phoned Toyota and specifically about this van, and they said they're sort of designed to have water and moisture sort of run through the interior of this, and there are even drains at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all of this insulation wool and just leave this empty. That way there's nothing that can absorb and hold the moisture, because obviously that not only puts moisture through this but could cause issues like rust and that sort of thing. I just want it to sort of flow through. Yeah, just going to take it all out, and going to also put a plastic sheet on the back of this, just to make sure nothing gets into the main compartment. Once the walls were sanded, I made sure to clean them to get rid of all the dust. Then used standard primer that you can get from Bunnings or any of your local hardware shops. I used the one for indoor use, and then I just did the first coat with a roller. Because I was using V-groove ply, you do need that brush to get in the cracks. I'd recommend doing that first before you do the roller, and make sure you mask off all your edges, because otherwise you end up with paint on everything. As long as your space is well ventilated and it's fairly warm, it will dry really quickly. So I can't remember exactly how long it took, but pretty soon after I was able to do the second coat, and that was great. And I made sure I had the doors open. It was nice, sunny, breezy day. If you still have a lot of dust and sawdust and that kind of thing in your van or your studio, make sure you don't have any breeze coming through, because it will lift up bits of dust and they will end up on the wall in the paint, which is a pain. Managed to prime the first coat of prime over the whole van. One way you can make your wood look way more professional and smooth is if you go in and fill all the imperfections in with putty in advance. That basically, and then sand that over, prime, paint, everything, and that just sort of, when you don't see it most of the time, but it's just when the light is at a certain angle, you can see all those different imperfections, and it just removes those, which is great.